was there and put a 10. So 29 plus 3 is 30, 31, 32. And then they're going to say, I need to cover the rest of the counters. How many do I need to cover? And the class is going to say 8. Then they're going to take the 8 sticky notes that were down here and put them back up there. I have 2 counters. They're going to write the 2 below the 30 column. And now they're going to talk about their equation. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2.
Did you catch my mistake?
So
that 2 should be written underneath the 40 column.
2 equals 32. And this is part of the routine by saying the 10 partners made by the sticky notes at the bottom. So this would be 10 equals 8 plus 2. If you end on a decade number, the next day the student leader will flip over the next column of counters and cover all the 10s, counters with the sticky notes with all the children. Continue the routine. So if the previous total was 30, add 3. Let's see what this looks like in the classroom.
So they're not counting out how many they're taking, they're counting up so that they end up on the number that they want for that day. I'll tell you that in a minute. It's just the way I teach them. So he said, or she said 5 10s plus 8 equals 58. You want to make sure they just don't count 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 and never look at that 10, that group of 10 as 5 10s or 4 10s. You always want to ask that next question. How many 10s? So 4 10s plus 8 equals 48. You want to make sure that's put in there.
Uses a student math board. They can stay on
So this is
display.
different for first and second. Kindergarten, you don't have this in yours, but
This
first
is
and
the
second,
number
they have this.
It goes around the board. And on this one, they're going to draw 3 new circles. So the number that they were using was 29, and then our new person's going to come up and draw 3 more circles. When a new group of 10 is made, they're going to draw a line to show a 10 stick. You're only going to do the number path until they reach 100. The next part is the middle part of the board here, and it's to show addition in 2 ways.
So 2
This one, they're
activities.
going to write the
Number
vertical
path
form
in the middle.
of the previous day's total plus the new number added. So here, they had the number 29 written with 2 10 sticks and 9 ones. Don't forget that space in between circle 5 and 6. When we start with 29, our leader's going to draw another circle here for 30 because they're adding 3. Draw a line down because they've made 10, and then draw 31, 32 up there. So then after they have completed the vertical form and have shown a proof picture, then they can draw a clean 10s and 1s picture, and then erase that, and then they'll be ready to start with a new picture the next day. The focus of the number path is to connect the picture form to the standard form. Let's see what it looks like in the classroom. should have the answer to 50 plus 4 from yesterday.
Yeah, we kind of had to retake this one, so the thing should have been erased first and then from yesterday. That was yesterday, so that should have been up there. See how she left a little space in between there? You want a group of 5 and another group of 5.
Now let's take a look at the
And then you have
last
secret
part
code
of
cards
the
again.
daily routine, the secret code card. This is leader number 4. They're going to show the new total using the demonstration secret code cards. If the new total is 32, the student will find the 30 card, your 10s card, and your 1s card. And your student leader will be saying 30 plus 2, and they're going to show the 2 card, and the class will respond 30 plus 2 makes 32. Let's see it being done in the classroom.
You can say make, you can say is, you can say equals.
Okay, so if you have a new total of 30, then you're just going to show the 30 card, and the class will respond 3 10s being 30. And what's the focus of this activity? To show students the expanded, standard, and picture form of the number of the day. I hope this has helped, and if you need any further assistance,
Okay. So, let's practice. What I normally do is I go into classrooms and I model this, and I'll have all the teachers watching while I model with a group of kids. So you're going to be the group of kids, and I'm just going to model with you, and then I'll explain all of this with you. So I just put on here our new number. Our number from yesterday was 22. Now, second grade, you just know that what you showed, or what you saw in the first grade, just show that video. My second grade, and here's my other second grade. Show the first grade video and just say we're just using different numbers, okay? Now, with you, you get to pick, like it says in that blue thing, pick either 5, 6, or 7, or whatever it is. What I've had is people just like take some bingo chips or something, or some poker chips, and write the numbers that you want on each chip, and then that way they can like pull it from a hat, so it's kind of random. Or you can just say today you're doing 5, or today you're doing 7, or whatever it is. But they kind of like just pulling it out and seeing what the number of the day is. If you let them pick themselves, they will always pick the highest number. So you have to do something to make it random. Because my teachers are like, they're always picking 9, they're always picking 8. So they always pick whatever the highest number they can, that's what they do, and you need to see other things. So that's what I would do second grade teachers with, or second grade is watch the first grade, talk about the different numbers, talk about making them random, how you do that. So we start with 22. Who'd like to make, come on up, because I'm just going to have you. Since I know my I know, that's the beauty of it. So we're going to pretend we're in first grade, and who's got a first grade book here? I just want to see. So let's add 3. So today we're going to add 3. And so the first thing you want to do is come up and say, class, we're going to add 3 today.
We're going to add 3 today.
Okay, and our total yesterday was 22, and so we're going to add, so say 22 plus 3
22 plus 3
equals. And then class, you're going to count as she's taking it off and putting them down here. 22, 23,
24, 25.
Oops. And so, and I started you on this one. I normally start on the 120 board, but like I said, you know, just do what you can. So you are going to, yep, and I tell them never erase a 10 once it's there. Okay. And you are going to put our new 1s there. Now, you should have a pointer, so you can use that as a pointer. And you're going to just point to the class, and the class is going to respond.
10 plus 10 plus 5 equals 25.
Okay, and it didn't really show it in there, but on this board, you have a bottom section too, only for first grade and second grade. So if you have a first grade or a second grade book, I want you to look at this picture in your teacher manual. Right there at the bottom. And this is which grade? First grade. So first grade, you just keep track of tens and ones down here. You don't write anything. So where's my first grade teachers? You don't write anything. You just are, your whole concern down here is this shows us if we made a 10 or not and how many more we need to make 10. So if you want to use the, find the two partners that equal 10, do you see on your book it starts at the end? They put the sticky notes at the end. It's never told why. I finally found out why when I asked. This is to show that unknown first. So if you put your sticky notes here, you say blank plus 5 equals 10. How many more do we need to make 10 with? Okay, so it gives you that unknown first, and practice that.